today we're going to be making a killing cone. We're going to be processing our chickens next Saturday, and we need 2 of these. I made one just to practice and make sure I could do it before I did it on video. So I'm going to be using some 14-inch flashing from Lowe's or Home Depot, wherever you want to buy it, and we'll make it into this killing cone where you put the chickens in upside down, head comes out the bottom, and that's how you slaughter them. So the first thing you do, you need to get your flashing. You need to measure out 30 inches from the edge, and that's going to be the length of your cone, so 30 inches. Then you mark the halfway point at 15 inches, and then at the top end you need 15 inches from the center, basically tip to tip, and then at the bottom part you do 7 inches from the center point. So with the flashing, it's really easy. You actually just need a razor blade, and you cut along the line. You just have to score it. You just have to score it a few times, and then it'll just break off. Like that, and then it just snaps. It's ready to go. And do it on this other side, and then I'll come back and show you how I roll it up and rivet it together. Okay. It all cut out. I've drilled 3 holes on one side, and you want about a 1-inch overlap. And I found on this one, see that part that's sticking out? It's because I did the end first and then I did the middle one last, and so I figured out that if I do the middle one first, I can keep it from doing that big bump in the middle there. So you want about a 1-inch overlap on this. I drilled the 1 holes on one side just for a guide, and then I'm going to drill the other ones. I need actually another clamp, but I can't find my other clamp. Let's see, about a 1-inch overlap. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and do this first one. This first one first. This middle one. First. And you do got to be careful with the edges of this. It is pretty sharp. Alright, let's get this clamped back up here. I'll say, okay, so I've got this middle one in where I need it, and then I just use these pop rivets to lock it in place. Gotta squeeze it a few times to get it going. One more. Alright. And I want the part that sticks out more on the outside so the chicken doesn't get caught up on it. See, you can see in the middle here that it's flatter. So I'm going to go ahead and get the last 2 rivets in on the 2 outsides, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, so I've got that all riveted, and I did end up with a little bit of a gap, but not as bad as the other one. So just on the tip here, just so it's not so sharp, take some sheet metal shears, just snip the tips off here. And then final touch, you want to make a hole so you can hang it up on a board or something, and I just make it right below the rivet there. Alright, so that's the final killing cone, and I'll go get these hung up downstairs so you can see what it looks like when they're hung up. But that will hold this up so the chickens can hang down in it. Okay. Alright, this is them hung up. I think I will change on the next ones that I do the location of this rivet, because it lifts up off the wood there. But other than that, it turned out pretty good. Hung it up so that when they drain out, I can put 5-gallon buckets underneath. Not too far off high off the ground. So they turned out pretty good. And next week I'll be doing the processing video for those guys, the black ones. So, see you next time.